Welcome to THE 1000. Introduction to Theater with Eric Kraft. Writing about the Art of Design, Part 1.
All arts imitate. Using Aristotle's tool for examining the world, we can more analytically talk and write about the arts. In the plastic arts, they all have the same object of imitation, the visual world. We can then distinguish the different forms of art by their mean and manner of imitation. Painting uses the tools available in 2 dimensions. Sculpture uses the means available for 3 dimensions, so that 2 imitations of the same object, Cupid and Psyche, differ by their means of imitation. Further distinctions can be made in the manner of imitation. So we have Picasso's Cubist girl playing mandolin and Bert Morisot's Impressionist version of the same subject. In sculpture, we can see Henry Moore's abstract rendition of a reclining female that differs from Daniel Chester French's depiction of the reclining Andromeda. Art, or to use the more precise term, the plastic arts, imitate the visual universe, those things that we as human beings can see. In writing about art, there are 2 areas from which to draw our ideas: the elements of art and the principles of visual design. The 6 elements out of which art is made are line, shape, form, space, color, and texture. A line is a mark with greater length and width. One of the things you'll want to do is expand your visual vocabulary in regard to lines. For example, what types of lines do you see in Van Gogh's depiction of a wheat field? Enclosed lines give us shapes. Again, you will want to expand your visual vocabulary in regards to shapes. There are 2 basic types of shapes: geometrical, mathematically produced shapes, and the more free-form organic shapes of natural things. For example, what shapes do you see in this Kandinsky? Circles, obviously, but there are other polygons and triangles. Artists also use shapes to create beauty and composition. In Benjamin West's The Death of General Wolfe, triangles are used to create the various groupings of figures as well as the overall composition. Here is an organic shape of a painting with everything taken out but the lines. Can you tell what these lines and shapes might be depicting? The next element, form, is three-dimensional, or the illusion of three dimensions by using shading and perspective. In addition to height and length, in shape, you also have depth. Let us return to our organic shapes and add the shading. Now it is easier to see The Kiss by Henri Toulouse-Lautrec. Of course, a sculpture actually works in three-dimensional forms, as in The Kiss by Auguste Rodin.
Indeed, in the park, not far from the Orangerie, you can take a walk around the Kiss.
Space is the area between and around objects. The space around objects is often called negative space. In Japanese art, the concept of ma indicates that space is not empty. Space also has shape and energy. This is easiest to see when the artist uses the energy and shape of space to create clever optical illusions, as in this painting by Salvador Dali. Are you looking at an elderly couple, a pair of musicians in a public square, or a golden goblet? The next element, color, has three aspects: the hue, value, and intensity. White is pure light. Black is the absence of light. The primary colors are the only true colors: red, blue, and yellow. All other colors are mixes of primary colors. Secondary colors are the two primary colors mixed together, green, orange, violet. Intermediate colors, sometimes called tertiary colors, are made by mixing a primary and secondary color together. Some examples of intermediate colors are yellow-green, blue-green, and blue-violet. Hue is the name of the color. Value is the relative lightness or darkness of a color. Intensity, also called saturation or chroma, is the relative purity of color from bright to dull. Coming back to Toulouse-Lautrec's The Kiss, let us add in the original color. Can you tell me what type of kiss this is? The last of the elements is texture, or the visual feel of the artwork. Smooth. Classy.
Should you ever have the opportunity to walk through one of Dale Chihuly's installations, you'll find yourself in a glassy wonderland. The Eiffel Tower has various types of metallic textures, from its firm girder brace to its lattice work reaching to the top.
Rough. Notice the deep textures in this Van Gogh self-portrait.
This concludes part 1 of Writing About the Art of Design.